All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. No.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ready. HG Gators. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Play action. Now Wilson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready? 53, check 53. Let's go, one more. Check. X3, 218, chop. Now.
They go play action now. Wilson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Pistol. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mayfield, flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and rush to a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We got double up. Hatchet. Watch twins.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Browns nothing.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
It's our time. Mike 50. Hey, exit. Mike 56. Not here. Mike 56.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Switch gears. 22 jet bombers.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking downfield for a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Browns first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd down now, it's Stevenson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
56. You ain't going nowhere.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
On second down, it's Williams. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mayfield to throw it. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's get there. Go. 53 Mike.
On 2nd and 12. Wilson airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the Browns' 1-yard line.
Ready? 2nd and goal from the 1.
53. I'm on 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll give it to Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Bridgestone, travel. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Let's go.
3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And it's caught. Backward. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, box drop. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hit it.
Now it's the backup Simeon. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Got it. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Come on, bro. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Just like that.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready, set. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ricky. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. General West. Get it.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Topper.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction.
At least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
36. 61, matchbox white. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Wilson throwing again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go again.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 66. You don't want none. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Simeon. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle, and this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. If you don't get this, boys, you just now.
They snap it to Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Pilot, 64. Read.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 29, Simeon. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here we go on fourth. Simeon. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Coming to you, coming to you.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on first down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Fine.
This time Wilson will throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
53, Mike. Check.
Now it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. Rosas to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Simeon incomplete on first. Here's second and 10 now.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing third and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Simeon. He'll let him go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mark 56. Mark 56.
Ready.
Simeon on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. To throw is Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now it's Simeon. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw, Simeon. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Let's go now. 91.
And they take a knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. That game has gone final in Foxborough, and it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this. And
that's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, it's a victory as it gets